Hello everyone, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ryora Hanif and here I want to talk about yes, this Thor, God of Thunder. This is the one of my favorite books because Thor is one of my favorite main character in Marvel's cinematic universe, especially in Marvel The Avenger. This book, this is by Jason Aaron. He's a writer comic, American writer comic, and he's good. He's good. Okay. With the opening salvo of five-part story arc starring Mighty Thor as he exists in three different eras: 983 HD Iceland, present day, deep space, the planet Indigar, and many millennia from now, the Great Hall of Asgard. Jason Aaron and Isaac Rivik begin the sure to be legendary run on one of Marvel comic most recognizable and powerful characters in 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 a in a world without gods. The Thor of 1893 ACD, after conquering a frost giant and saving a small Viking village in Iceland, encounters a dead Native American Indian god whose body in parts was washed up upon the Icelandic shore. On the planet Indigar, the Thor of the present day answered the prayer of a species at their end of their hopes for survival. Do a lack of rain on planet. Thor, hearing their prayers, bring them rain, but wonders why their own native gods not help them. He soon discovered the gory answer. Millennials from now, the Thor of the future is the last living god left alone to defend the empty halls of Asgard. Okay, one of the first discern and existence of way back in 893 is the Gore, the god butcher, has only bartered an aged Thor standing in his way from completing his goals of whipping out the gods in the universe. Jason Aaron bring an aspect back to Thor as a character that has been little touched upon of briefly touched upon recently. The Thor of the Marvel Universe is indeed the Old Norse god of the Netherlanders, and isn't the only deity to exist and interact or not interact with his people. While Aaron deficiently alludes to an even higher plane of existence and spirituality of Marvel, Thor muses on finally reaching Valhalla if he fails in his final against Gore. It's interesting to see Thor play the role of an active god and actually answer the prayer of some of his worshippers, knowing Aaron and his chant of force smart and slight commentary, the whole issue of existence of God and belief in them will come up even if not. This is going to be a Thor who deals with threat beyond the mortal realm, and this battle of God is sure to be a higher stakes to the higher realms than his usual Earth saving adventures with the Avengers. Um, and 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 the artist Isaac Ribik does an amazing job bringing this opening adventure to a beautiful life. His art has a cinematic quality to it, and his shading and sense of perception and panel layout really capture the wide open and realistic looking setting from 893 AD Iceland to the stranger hills of the seasoned alien gods. Dean White's sober color and dark hues also drench the entire affair in a lather tip type dryness that is feeding on of the unfolding mechanic that Thor is facing. Thor, the comic book, and the character hasn't looked this good since Olivier Coipel, Raven his look a few years ago. Uh, a wonderful and decently packed opening chapter in the new saga of Thor, the God of Thunder. Thor, God of Thunder #1 is one of the first mass release of the new slew of Marvel Now titles hitting the shelves. Okay, maybe that's for me. Thanks for all. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.